pictures, live pictures of them literally hand by hand walking people out of the debris.
And dived in and helped a couple of people out, and saying the whole area shook when this happened. The thrift store apparently reportedly a Salvation Army
fucking crazy.
thrift store.
Where's all the extra debris
Obviously a very
in that
dramatic
photo?
scene. And
that's what it looks
Sarah
like.
Hoy on the line in Philadelphia. Sarah, where are you? What are you seeing? What do you know?
What's this curve?
Yes, I'm about a block away from where the building did collapse, so I'm here where they cordoned off the street.
The whole building looks like a circle disappeared out the middle of that building.
What has happened. You were just referencing the eyewitness, Jordan McLaughlin, who was one of the people first on the scene when that building did collapse, and he did jump in. I'm standing near him, and as well as some others. Right now, they have the streets closed off for a number of blocks, and there are a large number of fire trucks and other emergency personnel in this area. The streets are closed, and they are still working.
What have you heard about injuries?
Oh shit, investigators. Why the fuck would they call OSHA?
It seems to be pretty fluid at the moment. What we're hearing outside
Really collapsed.
that they did pull out a number of people, and then
Apartment building next to another step demolition.
in the departments that about 8 people have been taken to.
So they're already trying to get rid of some. But look, everything is curved.
Give us a sense there of this area.
Come on, back out. Look at all this curve. But watch the walls. Like the whole back side was curved.
This is a few blocks from one of the nation's largest train stations, which is the 30th Street Station.
Worker Safety Agency notified of demolition accident.
There are subways, and actually right on that corner.
Look at all these fucking people. Look at all these fucking people.
Grocery stores, another retail space, banks, things of that nature. It's close to
Look, right here. Look at the wall.
So this is a high traffic area.
It's like a bubble. Was right in the middle of that building and disappeared. Look, up here. Look at that shit. See over there, and then this corner here, and there's a big circle. Where's all the dust? Where's all the dust residue? There's none.
This is a very busy area. So when I came onto the scene, there was a number of
on the ground. Look where they're walking.
by, and
dry ground.
Eerily quiet. This is the corner you could stand on. You would have to be yelling into your cell phone just due to the traffic.
Look at the circle.
People are being respectful, but also
Look at the circle.
and wanting to know what happened.
You're obviously not there outside the
Go back up here. Come on. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Go back up over here. Over here. Over here. Do it. Do it. Do it. Hush, puppy.
It's a pretty dense corner too.
Show it. There it is. See that curve? Look at this.
This couldn't be happening because there is
back up. Show the big screen.
Construction or demo going on that.
Go lay down, puppy.
What do you actually see from where you are? Paint a picture.
Well, from what I can see, just kind of off the way the buildings here, is that you can see kind of a crumbled wall. It's still hard to tell because there are in the way, but you can see that
sucking out a chunk of what we got. See, look at this wall.
Can you describe for us who's actually there? We're looking at live pictures.
They just sucked a ball of shit out. Look at the roof came straight down there.
But it looked like they were walking away people, either who had
look at the top of the building, still in the corner.
Around the building, or those volunteers as well who are helping those
but it's a big ball.
fixing some of the rubble.
Unfortunately, what I can't see, from my vantage point, I am somewhat an obstructed view. All I can see right now
sucked right up out of there.
And a large number of the fire truck personnel who are in the area. A few trucks have just pulled out. There still are several more on standby, but I can't see exactly
set for demolition.
All right, sir, we're going to get back to you in a little bit.
Sounds like some men in black put in some paperwork. But look how that corner's here, this corner here, that corner's still holding this up. This wood came straight down where that circle is.
Is Jordan McLaughlin. Jordan, describe for me where you were, what you were doing, and what you witnessed.
I was walking from school at 22nd and Arch down to 22nd and Market. I was in the corner of 22nd and Market, and they were knocking down a building, a 3-story building, and what happened was the building collapsed the wrong way, and it landed on a thrift shop, and there was people inside of the thrift shop. Before the building collapsed, you saw one person walk in, so it was
all that material.
scary.
1, 2, 3,
what happened next was I
4 stories.
and I tried to help people out. There was a wooden roof covered with metal, and we pulled people out. We ended up getting 2 people out. I personally did. There was 4 or 5 people that were found within the first 15 minutes. After that, they told everyone that was from the street, the first responders.
There's some alien shit.
Once the fire engines.
There's some alien stuff.
What was the just emotional state at the time?
CNN Live.
Did it look as though people were
See.
severely injured?
There was, well, what happened when the building collapsed was there was people standing on the corner that was right next to the thrift shop. If the building was like, it had really big aftershocks on the ground, you felt it shake.
Aftershock.
People actually fell over.
People fell over.
And they ran across the street. There was people inside the building. You heard them scream. And then we went over to the building. We said, you know, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Say something. And we tried to find the people.
You said we. How many other people were coming to
Look at that building, just big round circle.
Probably 10, 15 construction workers.
Disappeared out the middle of it.
And after 10 or 15 minutes, they told us to leave, and the first
The aliens sucked that shit up.
After 5 minutes, the fire company.
So that whole corner is still up.
Maybe even shorter. And
The whole
they came
corner of the
and
building.
they worked alongside with the construction workers and I and other
The
people.
building here.
How are you feeling now that you just had a minute to kind of take this
Let's see.
We want to bring in now, we've got on the line.
She's already an empty spot.
Ari, I'm told you were across
With no
the street,
dust on the ground.
across the street when this happened. Just tell us exactly what unfolded.
That's an alien deal. Just look. Where's all that debris? It's totally flat. That's just roof material. Total circle. That's UFO. Alien abduction shit.
Just heard before, he said that it was the building next door that was supposed to be demolished, and what happened was the building decided to collapse, and that people immediately descended on the site to try to figure out who was inside of that building.
Wheeling her into the emergency room. Again, it's difficult to know what the extent of the injuries are. They need medical attention, so of course they didn't stop to tell us what exactly happened to them, where they were in the building, or whether they were just walking by. So it's unclear where they were when they were injured as part of this apartment collapse. That we'll of course learn as hours go on, but they are inside right now. They are getting treatment in the emergency room, and of course is the latest here from Hartman University Hospital.
Look at red marks on her face.
Thank you very much. Quick question. We're looking at video of a woman being brought in. The victim that you saw brought in.
All right, now first video there of one of the victims of this building collapse being taken into hospital. I think Ari Barkin, we were trying to get in touch with earlier. He was across the road. I think we've got you back now, Ari. Can you just tell us what you saw?
Sorry, who am I speaking with?
This is Michael Holmes and Suzanne Maldo at CNN.
See, that's an alien bubble. Warp bubble. That blew it up. A warp bubble did it from the alien. We got proof. Look at it. Look at it up here.
On this corner at 22nd and Market, the three-story structure, which was being demolished.
Look at it. It's all blown out.
To the Salvation Army next to it, including the sidewalk.
Nothing's over here. That's all rough.
And so you say the building that had collapsed was the one that was scheduled to be demolished, and it fell on top of the thrift store. Is that right?
That's correct. The Salvation Army is a one-story building. The building next to it.
Salvation Army.
empty. I mean, there's reports going on.
They wanted to get rid of the thrift store.
No, the building next to it is a 3-story building. Had been
Four.
an adult bookstore.
Four.
And it had been closed and was in the process of being taken down. It was empty. And it was supposed
How
to
convenient.
come down within its property boundaries, but apparently the
What's the name of it?
3-story
Make it
wall
famous.
fell westward towards the street and Salvation Army, so it collapsed on top of the 1-story building.
And Ari, what about your...
And the sidewalk next to it. And this is the sidewalk that a lot of people, including myself, walk. Every type of person just walks on the street. I mean, it's right next to the Mutter Museum, and it's a very high pedestrian street.
Ari, what first brought your attention to the building collapse? Did you hear something? I mean, did you turn around in any kind of way, or were you just happen to be watching across the street?
No, I was in my office in the high-rise across the street, and felt and heard a rumbling, very unusual
rumbling.
sound. You know, typically if a truck goes by or
An
if they're
boom
doing roofing work
explosion.
in any of the nearby buildings, they're very short period sounds. This one continued for a much longer period of time, and then, of course, when I took a look, it was a plume of smoke.
What did you see in terms of, we understand, we heard from an eyewitness earlier that bystanders basically jumped into the fray and started pulling people out of, I guess, the thrift store. What did you see?
That's correct. I mean, everyone in the media, I saw people rush in and immediately come to the site and start to, I'm guessing, look and listen and see what, see if they can help. So yes, there were people. There were 3 cars that were hit by the debris that were in the driving lane. But there were a number of people that did rush on site into the demolished area.
And Ari, when you turned around, when you heard that rumbling noise, and then you saw that plume of smoke, were there people there who were on the sidewalk, who were on the ground, people that you could see who were inside of the store?
I could not see inside the store. I know that at any given time there's a handful of people, maybe even up to 10 or 15 people that might be visiting that store. I mean, it's right on the corner.
15 in that little ass store?
Stop. So there are always people waiting for the bus at that corner. I can't tell you the number of people that were in at the time. But it was a busy store.
What you're saying too, though, is because this is such a busy area, and it's important the information you're giving us that this also tumbled onto a sidewalk that you say is generally pretty busy.
That's
Look
correct.
at that round wall.
And so what did you see in terms of the sidewalk? Was it busy at that time? Did you see any people there?
I think the people that I did see were in shock, including myself. I think everyone at first just was really in shock and didn't really, processing what really was just happening. And then
Go back to that wall.
there's a fire station literally 2 stores, 2 properties down. So fortunately, I'm sure they rushed to the scene immediately. So I know people, the emergency crews were on site probably within 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Ari, stay with us. We're going to get back to you. We're going to take a quick break, but of course we want to keep talking to you as this breaking news story develops here. But just want to remind our viewers what they're watching here. These pictures from a scene of a building collapse, a 3-story building that was set for demolition.
We saw that.
Collapsed onto a neighboring building, a Salvation Army, a thrift store where people were inside. And what we are seeing on the left side of the screen there is what it looked like before. on the right side
One,
is
two, three,
people who
four
are literally
stories.
going through the rubble, digging, looking for survivors who we are told up to perhaps 8 to 10 people trapped inside.
Good information there from Ari Barkin too. Initially it was said to be a 4-story building. He knows the
God
place.
striking down Salvation Army. Look at my other web post. I wrote one already, they thought. Bet you they was cheating.
And gave us some good information there about what he saw. We can take a short break. We'll be right back with continuing coverage.